Hey everyone, this is Caleb and Armand down here at the Gold Cove 25555 Gratiot Avenue, Roseville, Michigan. Please come on and see us if you haven't yet. Today we're going to be discussing the pros and cons at selling your collection or estate, if you would, at an estate sale versus a coin shop. I'm going to let Armand kick it off here with listing off some pros at selling your collection at an estate sale. So Armand, what are some pros that you would say for selling your giant collection through an estate sale company?
If you price it right, it'll all be sold very quickly.
Well, right, they sell it within what, like
the same morning, maybe.
There you go.
The first morning of the first day.
Right, and you'd say there would be like no headache.
No headache.
No headache at all if you go through an estate sale. That's some pros. Any more pros that you could list off?
Well,
for sellers, not buyers.
Yeah, for sellers. Yeah.
Right.
Sellers, yeah, quick sale, no headache.
Quick cash. There's not many two pros as we could see that we could come up with, unfortunately. Now we're going to do on the caveat some pros of being a buyer at a estate sale. What do you think?
Most people don't really know what they have for the coins, so you can buy it for next to nothing.
Right.
And especially for jewelry and just different coins, silver, you get it for a quarter or a fraction of really what it's worth.
Right.
Excuse me.
No. So like you would say you could walk in through an estate sale and you can find some hidden treasures for slim to none, under $10, and buy it and sell it for maybe 100 times more than what you paid. Yeah,
like gold jewelry just marked for pretty much like almost like dollar store prices. Like I bought a gold bracelet for $8 and it was worth $200 or $300.
Wow.
Silver or gold rings for $5 is worth a couple hundred or whatever, same kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Do that, a lot of people just don't really know what they're looking at for the jewelry and the coins. Either they'll price it way too low and they'll sell it for way too cheap, or they'll price it really high. Then usually like the last day of the estate sale, they'll have like 50 or 75% off day. So maybe they'll have it overpriced, but then on the last day, it'll just be like, they'll sell it for, way under again.
Right. Now let's list off some cons at being a seller through an estate sale. Armand, what would you say the key cons of selling your collection through an estate sale?
I would say that most people don't do them themselves and they'll hire out a company.
Right.
That'll usually take at minimum 50%
or more.
For their cut. So you would get and the companies, depending on the company, might not know anything about coins, so they might end up selling themselves half of what it's worth, and then you're getting another half of that. So you're going to get 20% of
what it's
coin value
worth
than if you were to sell it yourself, or hopefully if you gave it to a company that knows what they're doing, they're able to sell it for more, but you're still losing out on that high percentage for the estate sale fee.
Right. And I would say another con that's pretty important is they sell a lot of things in bulk, which can be nice, but when you sell a lot of things in bulk, there's a lot of things that get misplaced or sometimes mishandled, and some things in a big giant bag of costume jewelry. Let's say even the company has knowledge on jewelry, they might slip a ring or two in there that is gold and can be worth hundreds of dollars, and you buy that giant bag of costume jewelry for $50, $40, $20, even less, and then you can go through it and find some gold rings and come to here or wherever, or find some silver rings as well. Silver is not as fun as selling gold jewelry, but silver can be 10, 15, 20, 30 bucks, so it can pay that bag. But the gold's really what you want to find in those bags. You got any more cons of selling collections through estate sales?
If they don't have it displayed easily, they could easily have the coin stolen if they have it kind of just laying out loose on a table. If you're at a show or an estate sale, there's 50 people in the house. One person gets distracted and something could easily be swiped and stolen.
Yeah, theft is probably a huge thing in estate sales. Through a company at least. I would say another con would be coins are very detailed. So let's say you have a coin that is minted in Philadelphia, for reference, an 1893 Morgan. Let's say you had that coin that was minted in Philadelphia, and they had some knowledge on coins, and they had that coin listed for half of the value, about $100 $200, and it could be worth $300 $400, right? If that coin had an S to it on the back of that coin's worth thousands of dollars. So even that little minute little grade or mint mark that little mint mark can make that coin significantly, huge in value, and the grade too, because it's a lot of grading as well. You got to look at the coin, see what it's graded at. Is it uncirculated? Is it circulated? So there's a lot of factors into coins that not every estate sale company has knowledge in that. Like it's hard to say one company has knowledge in all different collectibles. Wouldn't you say? It's hard to get that.
Okay.
Unless if you're like huge pro and you got all these people that you can call up and ask like, hey, what's this, that, and the other. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't work for free is what I'm running into. Me and Armand, I wish we could, but we got bills to pay. But going back to another con, what would you say, Armand? Another con that you can think of off the top of your head of selling collections through an estate sale. We got theft. We got, what else did we say? Minute grading in coins, selling things in bulk.
I think just the biggest thing would be the cut.
And that's
they're going to be getting,
right.
Selling it, and the company will just take a lot of the value from that. Right.
And let's say they have knowledge in bullion as well. Let's say they have knowledge in silver bullion, right? Some silver, old vintage stuff, because we're assuming you inherited this collection, or maybe not, but it's probably an old collection, let's say. And there's a lot of old silver bullion that can be worth hundreds of dollars an ounce. And they only sell it for maybe, a couple of dollars over the silver value, which is fair. But let's say you sell a nice, rare, vintage, poured Engelhard bar for, just $2-3 over spot. And you could, sell it for hundreds of dollars of more through like eBay, online, or maybe even going.
Or if it was like a mint bar.
Yeah, mint bar.
Mint bullion bar.
Oh yeah, those things are nice.
Like your brother bought one
or
for
San Fran bar.
San Francisco
bar,
bullion bar for silver price, $200, and he sold it for a couple $1,000s.
And that was at a coin show. But
yeah, coin show, yeah.
All right, so I think we covered a lot of cons through estate sales and pros. Well, maybe not a lot of pros, besides, headache, speed, which speed can be a con as well because, they miss things and price things for way too cheap. So that can be a pro and con, no headache. Now let's list off some pros and cons at selling at a coin, coin show or a coin shop. Maybe a pawn shop, and we could throw that in, I guess. Why not, right? What would say some nice pros at selling at a coin shop for reference?
Take it to at least a shop or two to get a good opinion of what the stuff is worth, just to double check the coins and make sure to point out stuff that might be worth more than others, different pieces. And at least like if you're going to try and sell the coins yourself at an estate sale, it would be good to know how much the stuff is worth.
Right.
And at least get an offer from the coin shop. And if you try and sell at the coin or the estate sale, you might be able to get a couple dollars more, or at least try and get at least the even money that you're offered.
Right. But that's if you're hosting the estate sale.
Yeah. If you're just going to be giving to the company, then you're better off just selling it at a coin shop.
Right. It's like giving, plate of meat to a lion. They're just going to devour it for reference. I would say another nice pro, selling at a coin shop is, reputable. You got to have a good business in coin shops because, there is a lot of competitors in coins and coin shops in plural. So you got to be very reputable. I'm sure there is, a little bit of a margin there that coin, shops need to make, right? But not as drastic as an estate sale, 50%. I would say coin shops tend to fall in maybe 10 to 2%, maybe a little bit more, 15%, depending on what the item is, of course. Maybe 20%, but not
Depends.
50%.
Certain items are 50%, just for cheap stuff.
Right.
You buy a penny for 2 cents, you sell it for 4 cents. That's
right.
what, 50%.
Yeah, that's different. But I'm talking about like some jewelry or maybe some watches that they sell in an estate sale.
Yeah, gold jewelry, I think you make 10, 15%.
Yeah. So that's the other key factor as well. That's a nice pro. And you can develop a relationship with your coin shop owner and whoever's working there. So that's good to see. Also, I would say most of the times if you go to a coin shop, they give you education no matter what, pretty much, right? Pretty much, bam, you get some education, which is nice because you don't have to pay for it, like going to college or whatever, or schooling. So they give you education on what your item is. Now, what would you say some cons? That low percentage?
a kind of selling to a coin shop?
There's not many, right? Besides making, a little bit of a percentage where you didn't get that, where you could sell it yourself, but then there's no, there's no reputation.
Put it through eBay or
put it through eBay. Takes time,
meet someone
takes
in a parking
money.
lot for a Facebook Marketplace deal or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. But we'll be back in 1 second to list off some more pros and cons. We'll see you in one moment. We got a customer coming in. Hey guys, we're back. Armand, you got any more talking points?
Yeah, for another thing about the bringing stuff to a coin shop is going to have a lot more time and patience to like sit down and go through a bunch of jewelry and a bunch of coins and really find out, especially if they're going to be buying, they're of course going to be getting a value of what it's worth. But like in a estate sale, they got an entire house to worry about organizing and cleaning out, throwing away stuff, pricing stuff out. Might take I think some estate sale companies, it takes a couple of weeks to clear out a house. Like I'm sure like they're gonna be too frazzled or too busy just to try and sit down and price out every single little thing. They're more worried about pricing out a bunch of video games and toiletries and who knows what else, whatever kind of stuff you can find in a estate sale. Like they're not really gonna be worried about the specific values on jewelry or coins. If they can just price it, some just price it and just get it out and sell it with all the other junk that they're trying to clear out.
Any more other talking points you have here at the end?
No.
Alrighty guys, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you got any other suggestions on what kind of videos you want to see, let us know. Don't forget to check out our up and coming videos and our past videos. And have you guys ever found anything crazy at an estate sale that you've bought for less than $10 and sold it for 100 times more? Because that's kind of easy to do. I'm sure a cleaning lady probably has. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Thank you guys for watching our videos, subscribing to the channel, and liking our content. We are truly enjoying this journey on YouTube with all of you, and I hope you guys are as well. Be sure to be subscribed to the channel and notified on all of our content. And most importantly, buy precious metals, and don't forget to check out Cameron's whatnot called Gold Cove Cam on there. Things are going way too cheap. It's exciting. It's fun. I'm on there. Pops is on there. Cams is on there. And yeah, don't forget to, throw in some suggestions in the comments down below of what you want to see. Or if you want to be on film, please also let us know. Take care, everyone. We appreciate y'all. Have a great day.